introduce something new to this positioning. Okay, if you actually want to come in a bit closer so you can see, but not too close here in front of that camera.
Snap your legs.
I thought Sim was going to stand right in front of you there with his head like...
Stay down there, you can.
So, we've got to this position. Okay, you fold this leg into the butterfly hook on your terms, and a lot of the time, just with the tension and the framing, this knee ends up getting pushed off. Okay, so we're going to introduce two adjustments that you make depending on the reaction that your partner gives to you. Okay, so first of all, to keep this foot from framing on the floor and connecting and just making the frame more stable and strong, okay, we're going to drive the weight into the knee. That doesn't mean I'm going to run over my partner so that they can take good anchor points and just throw me over. But what I am going to do is drive the weight into the knee. So if Omid's trying to find the floor or trying to find any sort of connection with his foot, and I'm not putting weight through his knee, then he'll be able to do it. Okay, he'll be able to do whatever he wants to create stability. But if I start to drive the weight into his knee and then he tries to find the floor, look, he can't. Okay, so all of a sudden now I'm starting to isolate this leg. Okay, and it means that because there's no connection for the foot, Omid's going to have to use a lot of strength, okay, to maintain that centered position. So if I start adjusting over here or start adjusting over here, he's constantly trying to keep tension in his leg, which is going to burn him out. Okay, so two very common reactions with the joints that are involved. Okay, you've got the hip joint. So when I start to press into the knee, what a lot of people will do is press back with their hip. Okay, that's one reaction. The second reaction is when you start pushing in towards the knee, they press up and open their knee. Okay, so you've got this movement and this movement. Okay, and what you need to do is react accordingly. So if I stay really static with my hip, okay, then he's going to move me. He's going to do exactly what he's trying to do. So if I'm in this position, okay, and then Omid starts to open his hip up and push me back, look, if I stay static, I just go backwards. If I stay heavy and he starts to lift, look, it starts throwing me off. So what I need to do is maintain pressure into his knee, but make adjustments with my hips. Omid tries to push me backwards with his knee, so he's opening his hip. Then what I need to do is a hip hinge. Okay, so the hip hinge is my hip travels backwards and it creates somewhat of a fold. Okay, so I'm here. As soon as he starts to push with his knee, look, you see I'm hinging backwards with my hip. Okay, what that gives me the opportunity to do is get to the smash. So look, as he does it, look, it's very easy for me to smash over to the side. Okay, so his movement creates the opportunity, okay, as long as I react correctly. The second movement is when he opens his foot. Okay, so he's opening his knee joint, okay, like flicking me up. What I need to do now is a forward fold. So now I'm going directly up with my hip and not backwards. So look, as he does it, okay, that reaction is going to give me the knee cut. So watch, start to extend up, and there's my knee cut. Okay, there's small adjustments, but it really makes a big difference when you can be reactive on top. Okay, so we'll go over them again. So I'm pressurizing forward. If he starts to push back with his knee, look, it's like a hip hinge, and then I can hit the smash. Okay, if he tries to flick me onto him, I'm doing like a forward fold motion, and then I'm hitting the knee cut. Okay, both of them, the adjustments I make expose my partner. Okay, expose his own need in that scenario. Does that make sense? Okay, your hip shouldn't always be pressurizing. You need to be reactive, so you can feel out the position. Right now, what we've done is looked at those two movements in isolation, but in reality, when you're moving around, you just react to what you can feel. You see? So your hip is moving around, but you just maintain pressure through the knee. Does that make sense? Okay, let's give it a go with your partners. 1, 2, 3.